Good morning, and we are in chapter 21 of 1 Kings. Continuing the story of Ahab, basically. And it came to pass that these things that Naboth, after the things that had happened in the previous chapter, remember, they fought the Syrians and things like that. Naboth the Jezreelite had a vineyard which was in Jezreel, hard by the palace of Ahab the king of Samaria. And Ahab spake unto Naboth, saying, Give me thy vineyard, that I may have it for a garden of herbs, because it is near my house. Basically, he just wanted to take over his neighbor's garden. Says, it looks better if I have it. I will give thee for it a better vineyard than it, or it seem good to thee. I will give thee the worth in money. So he's willing to pay for it. But look what Naboth says. Naboth said unto Ahab, The Lord forbid me that I should give the inheritance of my fathers unto thee. He's worked, he grew up there. His fathers had owned it for years. It is his inheritance. It is part of who he is. And Ahab could have anything he wants, basically, because he's king, and he wants this sort of, quite petty, really, of Ahab. This guy doesn't want to sell. He likes the place as it is. And Ahab went and came into his house heavy and displeased because of the word which Naboth the Jezreelite had spoken to him. For he had said, I will not give thee the inheritance of my fathers. And he laid him down upon his bed, and turned away his face, and would eat no bread. But Jezebel his wife came to him and said unto him, Why is thy spirit so sad, that thou eatest no bread? And he said unto her, Because I speak unto Naboth the Jezreelite, and said unto him, Give me thy vineyard for money, or else, if it please thee, I will give thee another vineyard for it. And he answered, I will not give thee my vineyard. And Jezebel his wife said unto him, Dost thou now govern the kingdom of Israel? Arise and eat bread, and let thine heart be merry. I will give thee the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite. So she wrote letters. Now this is, whenever you read these things, usually the men just go out and go straight for it and fight. Usually the women will be more subtle in the way that they do things, and this is one of those cases. So she wrote letters to in Ahab's name, sealed them with his seal, and sent the letters to the elders and nobles that were in the city dwelling with Naboth. She wrote in the letters, saying, Proclaim a fast, and set Naboth on high among the people, and set 2 men, sons of Belial, before him, to bear witness against him, saying, Thou didst blaspheme God and the king. So they're going to lie. She sent 2 people to bear false witness, and then carry him out and stone him, that he may die. And the men of the city, even the elders and nobles who were the inhabitants in the city, did as Jezebel had sent unto them, and as it was written in the letters which she had sent unto them. So they're all part of it. And they proclaimed a fast and set Naboth on high among the people. So they're basically throwing something in honor of him. He's going, wow, this is great. I love this. This is really fun. And there came 2 men of the children of Belial, and sat before him. And the men of Belial witnessed against him, even against Naboth in the presence of the people, saying, Naboth did blaspheme God and the king. Then they carried him forth out of the city and stoned him with stones, that he died. Then they sent to Jezebel, saying, Naboth is stoned and is dead. And it came to pass that Jezebel heard that Naboth was stoned and was dead, that Jezebel said unto Ahab, Arise, take possession of the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite, which he refused to give thee for money, for Naboth is not alive but dead. And it came to pass that Ahab heard that Naboth was dead, and Ahab rose up to go down to the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite, to take possession of it. And the word of the Lord came unto Elijah the Tishbite, saying, Arise and go down and meet Ahab the king of Israel, which is in Samaria. Behold, he is in the vineyard of Naboth, whither he is gone down to possess it. And thou shalt speak unto him, saying, Thus saith the Lord, Hast thou killed and taken possession? And thou shalt speak unto him, saying, Thus saith the Lord, In the place where the dogs licked the blood of Naboth, shall the dogs lick thy blood, even thine. And Ahab said unto Elijah, Hast thou found me, O mine enemy? And he answered, I have. He said, How have you found me? How did you get here? And able to talk to me, because thou hast sold thyself to evil work in the sight of the Lord. So, why are you here, Elijah? Well, because you have done something the Lord doesn't like. Behold, I will bring evil upon thee, and will take away thy posterity, and will cut off from Ahab him that pisseth against the wall, and him that shutteth up and left in Israel. Remember, this is almost identical to what was said to Jeroboam. And look, it says it right here, I will make thine house like the house of Jeroboam, the son of Nabat, and like the house of Baasha, the son of Ahijah, for the provocation wherewith thou hast provoked me to anger, and made Israel to sin. And Jezebel also spake, and of Jezebel also spake the Lord, saying, Dogs shall eat Jezebel by the wall of Jezreel. And him that dieth of Ahab in the cities the dogs shall eat, and him that dieth in the field shall the fowls of the air eat. He's basically saying there's going to be a lot of people die, and there's not going to be people there to bury them. But there was none like unto Ahab, which did sell himself to work wickedness in the sight of the Lord, whom Jezebel his wife stirred up. And he did abominably in following idols, according to all the things which, as did the Amorites, whom the Lord cast out before the children of Israel. He's saying this is exactly why the other inhabitants wasn't here, because they were doing this sort of thing. You can't do the same thing and get away with it. And it came to pass that Ahab heard those words, and he rent his clothes, and put on sackcloth upon his flesh, and fasted, and lay on the sackcloth, and went softly. He's trying to be repentant. And the word of the Lord came to Elijah the Tishbite, saying, Seest thou how Ahab humbleth himself before me? Because he humbleth himself before me, I will not bring the evil in his days, but in his son's days will I bring evil upon his house. It sounds like he's sparing Ahab, but we'll find in the next chapter everything that was prophesied comes true. But what I think he's saying is, well, you are trying. I almost feel like he's being sarcastic, like, what, you're humbling yourself now? But just reading it as it says here, he's not going to just get away with it with just a little bit of sackcloth and ashes, but he understands that he's trying, but he's not trying hard enough or something. I'm getting that sort of vibe from Ahab, that he's just not quite there. But the Lord is saying, well, you're still going to die, but that's not going to be the end of it. Your family is going to, your sons are going to have a problem. I'm going to have a problem with them as well, basically, is what I'm getting from it. And we'll find out what happens to Ahab next time.